Let go of what holds you back, episode 17. Dear Solace, why is it letting go often more powerful than holding on, especially in our spiritual awakening?
Letting go is often more powerful because it creates space for new energy, insights, and growth to flow into our lives. When we hold on, whether to old beliefs, past experiences, or material possessions, we limit our capacity to receive what's truly aligned with our highest self. Letting go frees us from attachments that keep us anchored to old patterns, allowing us to move forward with greater clarity and lightness. In spiritual awakening, letting go dismantles the illusions and limitations that keep us from realizing our true nature. It helps us shed the layers of conditioning and step into our authentic selves. By releasing what no longer serves us, we align more closely with our inner truth and the universal flow, ultimately empowering us to experience life more fully and joyfully.
What kinds of things do we unconsciously hold on to that actually block our expansion? And if we hold unconsciously to something, how can we become conscious, aware that we do so?
We often unconsciously hold on to things like limiting beliefs, past traumas, outdated identities, and societal expectations that no longer align with who we are becoming. These can also include emotional attachments to relationships or situations, fear of the unknown, and self-imposed expectations of perfection. These invisible anchors keep us tethered to old patterns and prevent us from expanding into new possibilities. To become conscious of what we're holding on to, it helps to cultivate self-awareness through practices like meditation, journaling, and mindful reflection. Paying attention to patterns of resistance, recurring emotional triggers, and areas where we feel stuck can reveal these hidden attachments. As we bring these unconscious holdings into the light of awareness, we can begin to question and gently release them, creating room for more authentic and expansive experiences to enter our lives.
How can we recognize when something familiar is no longer aligned with who we are becoming?
We can recognize when something familiar is no longer aligned with who we are becoming by tuning into how it makes us feel. When something that once felt comfortable or inspiring starts to feel heavy, restrictive, or draining, it's often a sign that we've outgrown it. Pay attention to your intuition and bodily sensations. Feelings of resistance, restlessness, or a sense that something no longer fits are cues that it may be time to let go. Additionally, when we notice that certain habits, relationships, or beliefs are holding us back from stepping into our fullest potential, it's a clear indication that they're no longer serving our growth. Recognizing these signs with compassion and honesty allows us to gracefully release what no longer aligns, making room for what truly resonates with our evolving self.
Why is it often easier to awaken someone with no fixed beliefs than someone who knows too much?
It's often easier to awaken someone with no fixed beliefs because they're like a blank canvas, open, curious, and willing to explore new perspectives without the resistance of preconceived notions. When someone has a mind that's already filled with rigid beliefs and certainties, it can be challenging for new ideas to take root. Their existing mental frameworks act as barriers that filter or reject information that doesn't fit into their established worldview. In contrast, someone without fixed beliefs is more receptive to experiencing reality as it is, allowing them to integrate new insights more fluidly. This openness creates fertile ground for growth, transformation, and the realization of deeper truths, making the process of awakening more fluid and profound.
What is the spiritual value of emptiness, of space, of unlearning?
The spiritual value of emptiness, space, and unlearning lies in their ability to create a fertile ground for true wisdom and insight. Emptiness is not a void, but a space of infinite potential where we can connect with the essence of our true being, free from the clutter of conditioned thoughts and beliefs. In this space, we can perceive reality more clearly and align with the universal flow. Unlearning is the process of releasing old paradigms and assumptions, allowing us to return to a state of childlike wonder and openness. It helps us shed the layers of conditioning that obscure our true nature, making room for new, authentic experiences and insights to emerge. By embracing emptiness, space, and unlearning, we become more attuned to the present moment and the infinite possibilities it holds, allowing us to navigate life with greater wisdom, creativity, and freedom.
Can you elaborate more on the idea of true transformation when it happens while we still cling to the past?
Of course, true transformation requires a willingness to release the past and the attachments that tether us to old identities and experiences. When we cling to the past, we keep ourselves anchored in old patterns, limiting our ability to fully embrace the present and the future. This attachment creates a kind of inner conflict where part of us is trying to evolve while another part resists change, holding on to what's familiar. Letting go of the past means forgiving ourselves and others, releasing outdated narratives, and embracing the unknown with trust. When we do this, we create the conditions for true transformation to occur, allowing us to step into a new version of ourselves that's not defined by past limitations. This is where genuine growth, freedom, and self-realization flourish, enabling us to live more authentically and powerfully.
What final message would you offer to someone who knows they need to let go but still hesitates?
I would offer this message. Trust in the wisdom of your inner being and know that letting go is not about losing something, but about making space for something greater to enter your life. It's natural to feel hesitation when stepping into the unknown, but remember that growth and transformation lie on the other side of that release. Every time you let go of what no longer serves you, you invite new possibilities, deeper peace, and greater alignment with your true self. Embrace the journey of letting go with compassion and trust, knowing that you are always supported by the universe. What awaits you on the other side is a more authentic, vibrant, and fulfilling version of your life, reflecting the infinite potential that resides within you.